the value for gas constant 0.08206. In your textbook, you may see 0.08257. Well, as long as you use 0.08 something, we should be okay. 206, that's one. Now, this is the value of R. R is a given constant. You don't need to figure out R. Well, you can figure out R based on the experimental condition there, but this is a given constant. This whole chunk here is the unit for R. So in this case, when you have PV equals nRT, this equation, we call it ideal gas law. There's a very specific requirement in terms of the unit of each of the quantities there. Pressure in the R, the gas constant, we have ATM here. Volume, we have liter here. Number of moles, Kelvin. So in this case, when you use PV equals nRT, pressure has to be in ATM. Volume has to be in liter. Number of moles, and of course that. And the temperature has to be in Kelvin. Now, temperature has to be in Kelvin no matter what. Okay? Whichever gas law that you're using, whenever temperature is involved, temperature has to be in Kelvin. Okay? In these two gas laws, volume and the pressure. Volume can be in milliliter, liter, whatever units you have there. Pressure can be in ATM, millimeter mercury, whatever units you have there. Temperature has to be in Kelvin. But if you're using this equation, pressure has to be in ATM. Volume has to be in liter. Temperature has to be in Kelvin. Okay? So the ideal gas law, the units for P, V, N, and T must be the same as the unit in R. And the unit in R is liters, ATM, number of moles in Kelvin. Okay? You have to pay very close attention to the unit when you use the equation PV equals nRT. Now today, when you go to the lab, when we do the experiment there, we will measure the pressure in millimeter mercury. We will measure the volume in milliliter. We will measure the temperature in Celsius. When you do calculations, remember this. Pressure has to be in ATM, so you need to do the conversion. Volume has to be in liter, you need to do the conversion. Okay, and temperature has to be in Kelvin, you need to do the conversion. With that, we'll stop here today, and we'll continue this discussion on Wednesday. Okay? So make sure you take the time and read the lab menu there, and then about 15 minutes before you have to go to the lab there. We do ask that you prepare a procedure when you go into the lab there, and the lab instructor will check your procedure. Okay? So we talked about PV equals to nRT, and we're going to use that equation to do some calculations in the lab today. Now, I will bring your Scantron for the first exam back tomorrow, and you will get the Scantron back. And so if you want to take a look at the exam, the first exam, you're more than welcome to stop by my office tomorrow after the lecture. Well, I have my office hours from 11 to 12 o'clock tomorrow. So you can stop by and you can take a look at the Scantron. You can bring your Scantron with you and you can take a look at the exam and just to see what are the questions that you missed on the first exam. Okay?